You know what really, really irks me? Is when people get really pissed off over optional things. Isn't it great? It's just like, oh hey man, you don't have to be pissed at this, but you know what? Go ahead. Just do it any fucking ways. So as most of you probably already know by now, Breath of the Wild has some DLC coming out later this year. And apparently it's the end of the goddamn world. Or so. So the internet seems to believe so. And I will say that I've seen quite a bit of people defending it and giving a lot of good counter arguments to the fucking just shitstorm that is people complaining about this. But here's my counter argument to those people. Yes, this will be slightly biased. I do not care. So, let me just point out the real quick, big obvious thing. This is $20 for additional content that you don't have to have, okay? Statistically speaking, there's an average of about 40 to 60 bucks for most AAA title season passes. Okay? Let's just take a big old look at this right here. You see this shit? You see this? You know how much money I have invested in these games through the DLC? Quite a fucking bit. Into the hundreds of dollars. For Call of Duty specifically, from Black Ops 2 through Black Ops 3, I got every game and every season pass. You don't have to tell me how dumb I am, I know. But $60 for the season pass in those games. For 4 map packs and some additional weapons and just little small things. You don't know what the maps are, and you don't know if the maps are going to be good. That's a bullshit, that's a dumb fucking idea to invest into a goddamn season pass. Okay? As for the cut content rumors and fucking gripes that people seem to be having, let me behold to you the fucking king of cut content. This game, through the first three expansions, has content that was supposed to be in this base game. I still bought them because I'm an idiot and I like this game though, but that's besides the point. My point is that I'm trying to make is that Nintendo does not release incomplete games. They are not going to cut content because that's not what their track record is and that's not how they do things. They will delay a game till it's utterly irrelevant before they release it incomplete. Shigeru Miyamoto has that extremely famous quote about a rush game being bad forever. Okay, and it's true. They're not giving us stuff that we're supposed to have already. They're giving us additional content that is optional if you want to play Breath of the Wild more. Okay, I've not seen any reliable source or anything saying that this is actual cut content. We're not going to know for certain until we play the game anyways, okay? And this is the biggest fucking game Nintendo has ever fucking made. Alright, it makes no sense that they would cut content when they've been working on it for 5 fucking years with a team of 300 fucking people. Do we really believe that this game is incomplete? Really? Fucking really? This game is incomplete. Please. Fucking please. It's been delayed 2 fucking years. What, were they just fucking jacking off the whole time when they were making this game? No, this shit's complete. It just went gold, and now they just announced that, hey, it's going to get DLC if you want to play additional things. I had a hair in my mouth, I'm sorry. But it's just so dumb when people are just so polarized to this fact. And I get people have been burned by DLC. I'm one of them. Fucking trust me. Like I showed before, Call of Duty and fucking Destiny player here. I know the stigma, and I know how bad it is when you get fucked over by a big company. Activision, EA, fucking Ubisoft, all of them are notorious for it because they can get away with it because gamers like to play shit. And they want to have fun. And Nintendo upholds that fucking part of being a gamer, of the fun aspect. They are not going to cut away content that we're supposed to already have to sell it back to us. They're smart enough to know that that is a fucking terrible idea. It just makes no sense to me. Nintendo is held to such a fucking ridiculous fucking standard for people, and anytime they try to get with the norm with what the gaming industry is doing now, it's fucking seen as just fucking killing themselves or shooting themselves in the foot or just the worst thing imaginable. They announced a fucking online service. People are fucking rioting in the streets over that. They announced that it's fucking $25 to $30 a year. That's half of what you pay for fucking PlayStation Plus or Xbox Live. And it's optional. You don't have to have it. You can still play games on it. Oh my god. It's just so irritating to me when people just, they get mad over this shit. The other big thing I'm seeing is people are really upset about the fact that this new hard mode is going to be locked behind this. Don't be mad at this. It's not hero mode, or they would have called it hero mode. For all we know, hero mode is in this game. And if it's not, this looks to be a pretty fucking difficult game already. You guys saw the fucking footage from the Game Awards whenever they showed off the fucking Lizalfos attacking Link and he lost 7 fucking hearts. And on top of that, this game is meant to be difficult based on your fucking skill set and based on the gear you have. So if you don't want it to be easy, just use the starter gear or just use some weaker weapons. It's not hard to fucking make it a challenge. But what this seems to be is a new game plus plus. If hero mode is a new game plus, then this would be that additional step further. Who knows what that's going to detail and what it's actually going to provide and what it's actually going to be. But it's still, it's not the end of the world. You can make the game more difficult, and it's not hero mode, it's a new hard mode, okay? It's just, I don't know. People get so mad at this shit when we don't know the extent that it's going to be. Okay? We don't know that it's cut content because the game's not out yet and we haven't played it. First of all, we don't know that this new hard mode is hero mode because the game's not out yet. And yeah, maybe this was a big problem on Nintendo's front for them saying, releasing or telling us this before, the game came out. Sure, fine. But it's optional, people. You don't have to buy it. If you don't want it, don't fucking buy it. I'm buying it. I'm buying it fucking day of because I love this franchise enough to do so. And anything I can get extra from Zelda, I'm going to fucking do because I love this game that much. It's just, you don't have to buy it if you don't want it. It's just that simple, people. You don't have to buy it. Nobody's holding a gun to your head saying, oh, hey, fucking, if you don't buy Breath of the Wild DLC, I'm going to shoot you and then murder your fucking family and burn your cats and dogs and your pets and just make your life a living hell. I don't fucking know. I just woke up and I'm rambling and angry. But it makes no sense to me for people to just be so polarized on this when they don't know what is and isn't in the game. Referring to people saying that it's cut content. That's the main thing that really fucking irks me about this. I guess I should say that because I'm kind of all over the place, but I tend to ramble some. But yeah, they told us what's going to be included in these DLCs without spoiling a whole lot, and it's for 20 fucking bucks, guys. That's so fucking cheap. God, man. Looking at another gaming developer that did DLC extremely correct. The Witcher 3 did Heart of Stone and Blood of Wine for 40 bucks. That was a season pass. Plus they gave you 16 additional free DLCs because they delayed the game and they wanted to thank the people who invested in it. Those expansions felt like full fucking games. Blood and Wine, to me, was like the greatest deal I've ever gotten in my entire life because that I put probably 35 to 40 hours into that expansion alone, and it costed me $30 fucking. You know, there's full games that don't last that long that are fucking $60. You know? And $60 that have DLC that's cut content. You know? And it's just because it's DLC does not mean it's the end of the world. Some developers do it extremely well and do it very right for the fucking player and for the people who like the game. And I truly believe that that is who Nintendo is, because they are just so notorious with releasing complete games. The games may not be good, you know, they may be bad games, but they're complete for what Nintendo wanted to ship. They're not half-assed for what they wanted to do. And Breath of the Wild by no means looks like an incomplete fucking game. At least that's not the fucking impression that I get. I don't know about you guys or how you feel about that, but for me, this game looks like it's going to be fucking packed to the brim with shit to do, and is going to take a hell of a long time to complete. And then when I complete it, I'm going to have some more stuff to play later on. You don't have to buy it if you don't want it. I mean, fucking good on you, mate. I don't give a shit. I'm going to be playing it. If you don't, you know, that's fine. That's you. You know, that's your money. You do with it what you want. I love this game and franchise enough that I am willing to pay that little bit more to get what I want from this game in the add of additional content. It's additional, people. It's optional. It's optional. You don't have to have it. You know, I've seen a lot of people, and HMK brought this up as well. Like the amiibo thing is another big deal. You know, for the cost of an amiibo that's doing so much significantly less, you can pay $5 more and get the DLC. Come on, guys. I mean, it's not the end of the world. It's really not. And all these people shouting in the streets that it is. You know, I get that you've been burned by DLC before, you know, but that's not how Nintendo operates. I mean, shit. Look at how they've done their DLC previously. I mean, the fucking Mario Kart 8 DLC was fantastic. God, it was so fucking cheap for all that, and they gave you so much. They gave you so fucking much out of that. God, and it was so good. The great fucking maps, the additional the extra players and shit, all the new carts, wheels, all that stuff. So fucking good. So good. Nintendo is very, very mindful of what they're doing. And I truly believe that this is not going to be the fucking end of the world. And for people canceling their pre-orders and everything like this and saying they're not going to buy this and buy the Switch or any of that over this, you're overreacting. You really are. It's $20. A great deal for a DLC just in general, just looking at the industry in whole, when everything is usually $40 to $60, just give or take, for something that's completely optional that you don't have to have. I just don't get it, man. I really don't. I really don't. And yeah, maybe I'm white knighting for Nintendo and all this other stuff, but I'm trying not to be biased on it. I really am, but it's just, it doesn't make sense to me. It really doesn't. I mean, looking at it from a completely non-biased standpoint, and just for what DLC is included in the industry as a whole, even if this was quote-unquote a bad DLC to where it's cut content and everything, it's still fucking super cheap. It's tremendously cheaper than what you're seeing through most season passes. But that's not the impression I get with this. It's not. It's really not. But I don't know. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. If you stuck through the whole fucking video, I super appreciate it. This is going on 14 fucking minutes now, so I'm going to end it here. Thanks for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Let me know what you think. I'm probably going to get a lot of dislikes on this, but I don't care. I really don't. You know, this is an opinion of mine. I think it's I just think it's really ignorant of people to just completely just destroy this game and say it's the worst thing ever to happen when it's optional. I just don't get it. But anyways, leave a like if you liked. Share with your friends if you wouldn't mind. maybe throw me a bone and subscribe if you like. If not, oh well. Thanks for watching anyways. Yeah, I'll see you guys on the next video.